Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can be notified when I go live or upload a new video. And please like this video, it really helps me out. Okay, I want to dig into this case a little bit further and just pretty much give my opinion on this. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. And this case just keeps getting weirder and weirder by the minute. Okay, we have Brian Laundrie's parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie, who just happened to yesterday wanted to go out to the Carlton Reserves to search for their son. And the FBI or the police ended up meeting them there to search. Well, the father supposedly found the book bag and notebook of his son. Now we have we're going on 5 weeks now where this guy's been missing, okay? And in one day that his parents go out and search for him, they find more in that one day than the police have and mind you, the dogs, even the dogs wasn't able to find the scent. But you have Brian Laundrie's father, and he finds his book bag and a notebook. And I would just love to know what's written into that notebook. If it's even still, if you're still able to, if it's not destroyed. But I just think it's weird how he finds his son's notebook, and then in the surrounding area where they found the notebook and the book bag, they find partial human remains. The fact that Brian Laundrie's father knew right where to look makes them look suspicious. And the fact that they weren't hauled off to the police department and given a lie detector test or questioned as they should have done their son 5 weeks ago, and we wouldn't be in this mess right now. We wouldn't be needing to test to see if this is Brian Laundrie. Because I'll tell you, the water receding means that the partial human remains that is there will likely be unidentifiable. I would not be surprised. I'm hoping they're able to identify him. But if it comes back unidentifiable, that means that it's been so long they can't identify this person, that he was underwater for so long. And not only that, but this has I have a couple scenarios going on in my mind here. And the first one is the one that I'm hoping is true, because I would hate to think how the second scenario would work out and how dirty the dirty Laundries really are. But on my first scenario, I'm thinking the parents were just sitting around thinking, okay, well, we know where Brian's at, and this is just a scenario, okay? But this is what I'm thinking. The parents are sitting at home. They're sitting there listening to the protesters outside. And they're getting fed up. They're getting fed up. And they're sitting there talking to each other saying, we need to put an end to this. We need to do something. We know where our son is. And we don't want to call the police and just say, hey, we know where he's at. Because then we're going to get in trouble. So what we need to do, we need to call them and say, hey, we want to go search with you today. And then just take them out where we know he's at. And I maybe they were thinking he was still alive. And because maybe they were going to be with the police, they thought that he could be brought in alive. And maybe they never suspected that they would come in there and their son would be gone. Or the second scenario is, and I've been saying this, that mom, something's fishy about her. Okay? There's something fishy with these dirty laundries. There's something fishy. And I'm telling you, if this second scenario, this is the second scenario I have, that the parents have connections and they know they can't be running out there every other day trying to, keep up with their son. So what they're doing, maybe they had done, is had someone else plant some things in that spot. And they thought, okay, well, these human remains are not going to be identifiable. So they're going to assume that it's him. This case is going to be shut. And Brian can go on with his life somehow in hiding. Something's not right here. Something's not right. If that is Brian Laundrie, the parents need to be questioned to find out how they knew he was there. Enough is enough. They already let Brian get by with too much. They allowed him to escape, to be able to either be killed by gators or commit. So, it's hard telling. But if those remains are not Brian Laundrie, or they come up unidentifiable, you can about believe that Brian Laundrie's still alive. And those parents know where he's at, and they planted this stuff there to throw the police off. These parents, it seems like these parents are just and their son gets it from them. But they are the perfect masterminds. They know how to cover for each other. They know how to cover evidence. It's almost as if they've done this before. It is so weird. Have they questioned Brian Laundrie's previous girlfriends? I believe they have. But something is not right here. Brian, we don't know if we can call him Brian Laundrie's attorney anymore, but the Laundrie family's attorney did make a statement saying that the family is grieving right now. The parents are grieving, and they will make a statement when the time, I guess the time's right. They should have made a statement. They didn't go to this poor girl's funeral. They didn't call the parents to say, I'm sorry about your loss. They didn't tell the parents anything when she was missing. So now, nobody wanted the loss of anybody. Nobody wanted Brian Laundrie to come up deceased. We wanted him to stand trial so that the family of Gabby Petito would have some closure. Some kind of there's never going to be closure, but at least he would stand in trial and have to give a reason why he did what he did. If it even got that far. Because I don't think it would have ever even got that far, because things were looking so good for Brian Laundrie, he probably could have just turned himself in. Never even probably had a run, because they're so incompetent in that state that he probably would have got by with this. From what I'm seeing. The only thing they were trying to charge him with was the credit card theft, the money he stole from her. So yeah, you guys, there's just I've never seen a case like this before in all my life, ever. These parents are something else. So you guys leave in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is Brian Laundrie? Do you think that his parents had somebody plant? And see, I'm trying to figure out how that could have happened too. Like, did they know that there had been other... I mean, is that something normal that happens out there? Like, where people get eat up by gators, and then like when the water recedes, that's when you find that, I mean, did they know that remains would be found? And hey, if we just plant this here, we already know that somebody's going to pop up and somebody's remains, and they're not going to be able to identify them. It's so weird. Or did somebody take a deceased body and plant it there, and then know they were going to plant his book bag there and notebook, but they went on a camping trip, and you better believe they were planning. They were coming up with some ideas. Something's weird. And I think the parents could answer a lot of questions if they would just talk. Well, just let me know in the comment section if you guys think that's Brian Laundrie. Let me know if you think that his parents planned or had somebody plant all this evidence around there to throw the police off. If it is Brian, do you think that the gators got him? Do you think that he offed himself? Let me know what you guys think.